I'm restless.
Keep your wits about you.
Darkness lurks beyond the bright flashes. No, two darknesses. One streaked with red, with clanking shackles and false preaching. The other a bilious yellow, the tang of roiling blood and screams of pain.
The colors of this place are flecked with sparks of pain. Bright scarlet, blackish crimson, deathly gray. A kaleidoscope of despair and madness.
I always have a backup plan. What's a peculiar thing?
Fortune smiles on us. An ill omen.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust. Always keep your eye on the prize.
I see your darkened colors.
There is movement in the Empyrean. Farewell.
My faith shields me!
Death comes in silence. Killing brings me no pleasure.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged!
Advancing. Insignificant value.
Guided by faith!
Not yet. Not by your hand.
I refuse. I'll see to it personally. Another enemy down! Is there money to be made?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Let us not dawdle.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last Electro-Priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the Corpse Emperor!
Another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kellogg's of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A psyker? Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the rogue trader's protection!
Your retinue, you say? Then let's go back to my previous question. With whom do I have the honor of speaking? Von Valancius. To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances? The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trade... Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task. Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
I am the Domin's shadow. If he says the word, I will protect you. If he says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now. I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies. And I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins. Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
I always have a backup plan.
Watching the lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart, figuratively speaking. My cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than high blood pressure.
Did you want something? Quiet! They're trying to tell me something.
Keep your wits about you. I'll make an example out of you.
Your Emperor won't save you!
I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance.
Stay vigilant. Follow my lead.
I'll brush this
Out of
off.
my way! Ah!
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Death to non-believers!
Explorators know one route. Forward.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Follow my lead. High momentum.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down.
I know what is to come.
I will not die in dishonor.
Stop it!
Naturally.
Was that on purpose?
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
I am your blade and shield.
What is this foreboding?
Die!
Everyone, step aside.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
A waste of blood. I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me. Come, the other side awaits.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I didn't flinch.
Cover me!
The Emperor is on our side.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
That had better not be intentional.
Death comes in silence. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Martyrdom is the reward.
I won't stand for it.
Advancing. Vital functions successfully terminated.
I always keep my options open. I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
The machine god grants me insight.
Always keep your eye on the prize. That's how it's done.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Do you require Inquisitorial approval?
Success is the only outcome I accept. A temporary setback. Is there money to be made?
The roan take you.
The premonition runs true.
Operation successful.
I always have a backup plan. Keep your wits about you. I always keep my options open.
Acquisition is possible.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. Is there money to be made?
Why did I not foresee this?
I always have a backup plan.
You are my next offering!
Rush not dawdle.
success is an irrefutable certainty.
I always keep my options open.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet
Is there money to be made? Keep your wits about you. Rise to the top or get left in the dust. I always have a backup plan. This could be an opportunity. Let us not dawdle. You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Come to chaos!
I'll see to it you never stood a chance.
My prescience has failed me.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. Come, the other side awaits.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Face the Navigator's might!
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
I need a foothold. I'm done with this one.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Insignificant value.
I cannot serve you in this way. A dance of blades and shadows. Death is a blessing.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Death to the weak!
I refuse. I am ready for whatever comes.
I am your blade and shield.
Step aside. The Navigator is coming. As duty demands.
Get me a target. Be gone.
Explorers know one route. Forward.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Blood is my life. Death is my duty. The web beckons.
Always keep your eye on the prize. I always keep my options open. Keep your wits about you.
Rogue Trader. I was somewhat brusque at our first meeting, and I would like to make up for it by expressing my thanks for your assistance in the electrodynamic cenobium. Your arrival could not have come at a better time. Unfortunately, my personal investigation has hit a dead end. I think I will have to call upon outside resources to continue the search. My missions do not always end in success. Unfortunately. There is one more thing. The Lord Inquisitor gave me this item some time ago. He must have thought it likely that I would find myself aboard this vessel sooner than he. I was instructed to deliver this device to Lady Theodora. However, given recent events, I believe I ought to present it to you. This is an elucidator, a sacred machine capable of translating the languages of remote and lost worlds into Low Gothic. It can even process Xenos languages to a certain degree. Not without infelicities, but possibly well. May the elucidator serve House von Valancius as faithfully as it has served the acolytes of the Holy Ordos up to now. I would like to offer my assistance in resolving your immediate problems. I am aware that the ship suffered considerable losses during the recent mutiny and was damaged by the cultists' actions, and you have lost many valuable officers as well. You are in a difficult situation. I am at your disposal. It all depends on the electro-priests who survived the attack. Fortunately for them, the cultists did not manage to seriously corrupt the holy site, partly thanks to the priesthood's efforts. Nevertheless, I would not be surprised if the local explorator fleet decides to audit and purge the damaged units once it hears about what has happened. Thank you for your time. Please consider me at your complete disposal while I am aboard your vessel.